Okay. Oh, I got, did I not get a venti?
Do you want a venti?
I can pay for the, it's okay.
Are you sure?
It's fine. I promise. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
So what's happening here is you're opting for people pleasing and concern for what the other person's thinking of you over advocating for your own needs and your own wants or comfort. You're doing this, and the reason why you tend to do this is because you grew up in an environment with caregivers that didn't create the space for you to train your personal voice and to understand and learn yourself. And so with a lack of understanding and knowing yourself and having a strong voice in your developmental stage, now you'll find as an adult, this can continue for the rest of your adulthood if you don't change it or fix it. You are constantly going to default to pleasing others, giving other people comfort, assuming other people are judging you, assuming that they're thinking the worst about you, trying to avoid the judgment, trying to avoid the rejection, trying to avoid, right, people not liking you or being uncomfortable. And you're going to constantly be stuck in this social anxiety pit that you're in right here. And so in order to get out of this, you just need to learn some skills that you didn't have time to develop in childhood. The first skill is the power of the pause. Rule of 7 seconds dictates that you wait 5 to 7 seconds before responding to anything, especially right now while you're in the healing phase. So in that moment where you got the drink, you initially did speak up and you said, oh, did I not order a venti? That's fine. It's not what you said that was wrong, but the process wasn't followed of taking the time to pause. That then put you into following your feelings. You have a lot of anxiety in this moment because you're putting a person on the spot. All of us would. But now that anxiety drives you into your old patterns. So now you're fight, flight, freeze, fawn. You're in the conscious mind and you start using the fawn response and you start worrying about what this other person's thinking of you. So you developed an idea in your head that perhaps they thought that you were trying to do this in order to scam them out of 65 cents or however much the differential is in the bigger cup. And in that negative thinking, that is cognitive distortion. It's called mind reading. It's when we think we know what someone else is thinking, but we don't know what other people are thinking. We just have negative thoughts. And we assume they might be thinking something negative about us. And that's essentially what you're doing here. Well, I assume she may be, so you are automatically defaulted in that moment to, oh, no, I can pay. And then as you're saying that, you're second guessing that, and you're just like, okay, forget it. I got to make a choice, and my choice is going to be flight. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. So you tried fawning, and now you're like, I got to abandon this situation. And so you're just like, whatever I got to do to end this, shut this down. And you start literally saying, no, 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 I promise it's okay, which is inauthentic. It's people pleasing because it wasn't okay. So you just promised the opposite of what was really true. Now, I'm not trying to pick you apart, but I just want you to understand the skills. The pause allows you to think. So imagine you say, oh, did I not order the such and such? And she says, no, do you want a venti? If you pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this amount of time now allows you, it's only 5 to 7 seconds. It seems like an eternity. Yes. It is awkward. Yes. But that's why you have to practice doing it. Because we're afraid to just take that pause. That pause changes your life. In this moment, you have so much more space to recognize yourself. What do I feel? What do I need? And then the logic will kick in. And you will realize that more important than worrying about what she's thinking of you or making her be inconvenienced is you enjoying yourself and your drink this afternoon, which is why you're paying for a designer drink. And you'll realize that only through meditation, just a 5 to 7 second pause. And then you connect with yourself. And now you can express yourself in a way that is assertive, which is your second skill, to tell the truth. And you would probably say when she says, do you want a venti? Yes, if you were just answering her question literally and telling her the truth. She answered your question in a way that she thought was literal. because you said, did I not order? And she said, no. Do you want this? Right? She's taking your question literally. Instead of just understanding what you wanted and doing it, she didn't assume. She just asked. Now it's your job to advocate for yourself and say yes. For instance, if it's a child that you're ordering for, you would say, yeah, my child wants this, right? And so this is your chance. Yeah, the little girl in me wants a venti. If you don't mind, please, I would really appreciate it. It's that simple. And I'd be willing to pay the difference if I paid the wrong amount. It's that simple. You just have to handle it in a way that's authentic. And in order to find the authentic feelings, we have to bypass the initial rush of emotions. And we do that through a pause. 5 to 7 seconds. Make her wait. 5 to 7 seconds is not going to kill the drive-through, the line, all this stuff. It's okay to take a moment and just ask yourself, what do I want? Because that's her question. And her question deserves a true answer. Do you want a venti? Yes. Actually, I would appreciate that.